Hey, good morning. It is Tuesday, I think, right? Tuesday? December 17th, 2019. I'm feeling better. Still wearing my masks. Bruce might join me. We'll see. I told him he could. And so Becky was looking at my video and she was like, "Oh, necklace." And this was from her wedding. She had someone make all of her bridesmaids jewelry, so she made these earrings and this necklace. And I always wear them at Christmas time because they're red. And the funny thing about the necklace, though, is it's, like a choker type necklace. And because of my thyroid disease, my neck is fatter, so it doesn't like sit down here like it used to. Okay. Okay, have a good day. Bye. Love you. He's decided that he's got a gig this evening, so he's decided he's gonna go get his work done while he has some time. We both NyQuil'd up and woke up late. So that's what he's gonna go do work. Such a good boy. Good guy. Anyway, okay, so I fested him last night because I told him to watch that Carnival Row on. Hold on, I'm trying to pick something up. I fussed at him last night because I told him to watch that Carnival Row on Amazon, and then I got frustrated at him because he always uses my Netflix account, and then he watches on my Netflix account. So if we're watching the same show, if I tell him, hey, watch this show, it's really good. And so if he watches the show and he's in a different place than me, it messes up my Netflix account. And I'm like, stop watching on that Netflix account because, you're on, you finished the whole series and I don't know where I am now. So he did that. And when I opened it up, I couldn't figure out where I was because he finished all of Carnival Row, the first season. But it was on Amazon, not Netflix. So I don't think they have Amazon accounts or like your wife. I mean, they do, but I don't know if they do on the movie part. I'll have to look. Anyway, yeah, so I couldn't tell where I was. And yeah. So I was like, oh man, where am I? He stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning because he liked it that much and watched the whole thing. It's pretty good. But let's see. What else is it? Oh, so I have a spider in the kitchen. Ever since we've moved here. There's this old house has spiders in it anyway. In the corners, there's always spider webs in the corners. And I don't mind them because they're up high usually. They don't usually come down very low. And they catch all the, gnats. And I mean, if they're catching something, obviously there's something in here to catch. But they catch like flies and, whatever. Hold on. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, that dog. He thinks we have nothing better to do than to serve him. He is like, it's like, I'm going to bark until you open the door and let me in because I'm cold and I want to go in my kennel. So you open the door and then he disappears. And you're like, where is he? And he's like in the, back porch, kind of sniffing around, seeing if there's just something to get into. And, I'm like calling him. He's ignoring me. So I have to go look for him. And then he's like, oh, you find me. Okay, let's go. And then he wants to go back outside. I'm like, no, you're going to bed. You're going to bed. Oh, I made a weird, get a screenshot of that weird thing that posted on my Facebook. Anyway, so I don't know what I was talking about before that. The spiders. Okay, so I have my notes. It's like 3 things in it. So we have these spiders in the house, and when we put our kitchen cabinets in and everything, I have my TV in the corner of the kitchen, and the spiders like to collect behind the TV and get whatever bugs are in the kitchen. So I let them do that. I clean it up, and every once in a while she'll have babies, and then I'll like, smush them all and we start over. But yeah, anyway, worst web makers I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, are you drunk? I'm like I'm watching that thing yesterday, and it's making these webs over, because I have a lamp and I have like my aloe vera, because whenever I burn my fingers on the gas stove, which I do often, I grab the aloe vera leaf real quick and I put it on like instantly, because if you do that right away, it's gone, And so I have my aloe vera right there, ready to go. And so it takes the plants and all this, and it makes this web, but there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's the ugliest thing. And I'm like, look, if you're going to make a web, at least make it look pretty. just, I mean, it's probably like, you knock it down anyway. I've probably given it brain damage from spraying bleach on the counters. And so that's why it just can't make a web anymore. I don't know. But they're like the worst webs ever. It's kind of like, I don't want one of those big, nasty spiders that make the gorgeous webs in my house. I'll stick with these itty bitty ones that are like this big. But they suck at making webs. Just saying. Let's see. Oh, so I got one of these on your apple juice when you go out of HEB or something. They'll put this like on your apple juice or your cat litter or something like this. They'll put one of your little stickers, the little HEB stickers. It made me think, do you remember when we were kids and it was just so much fun to get a sticker? That was like, sticker! Look what I got! I got a sticker, and then you'd show it to everybody, and then, your kids would get a sticker, show it to dad when you got home, We didn't get stickers, we got suckers when we were little. You go to the doctor's office and you get a sucker. I guess you get a sticker or a Band-Aid that was a like superhero Band-Aid or something. But I don't remember stickers as much. But I do remember suckers. And anyway, but like when my boys were little, they would get like those big stickers, from getting a shot or something. And then they'd show everybody their sticker all proud. I'm like, do kids do that anymore? Or are they just kind of like, no, I'm good, thank you, I'm on my iPad. I don't know. This is how my brain works. Anyway, so I don't know if it's because of Carnival Row, watching Carnival Row, or what the deal is, but my dreams have been like really, like, you could take my dream, record it, and it's a movie. I mean, like, start to finish movie. And not a bad one. It's just really interesting, very strange. Not as strange as you would think, but I mean, just like, and I wish I could remember any of them. I wake up and I'm like, wow, that was cool. And then like, what did I just dream? Like seconds later, I have no idea. Can't remember a thing. Or I'll remember like one thing. But you have to like really focus to be able to remember. I'm sorry, I keep shaking the camera. You have to really focus to be able to actually remember the dream, and I can't. So, but they're really good, whatever they are. I know that much. Okay, so today's tea is HEB chai tea, because I can't afford the other one right now. And I have lemon, sugar, honey, and some apple juice in it. Apple juice is really good for your stomach, unless you don't do well with apple juice, then it's not. So yeah, and then today I am feeling better, but I have to be careful because I have a tendency to relapse with this kind of stuff because of the other issues. And so I have to be like really, really careful. So I am gonna, God, it's like the house is so bad. I keep saying that, but all you see is, the decent parts of it. You don't. I'm like not showing you the gross. Yeah, if I showed you the gross, you'd be like, you live there. No. Yeah. No. I don't know. It's pretty bad right now. And Greta's looking a little worse for wear right now too. You all right, buddy? Anyway, let's see. So yesterday was, I stayed in my room and napped. I was a good girl, and I took care of the birds that are inside. So he didn't have to do a lot of that. And he worked and then came home and did the outside stuff. And that was our day. I mean, that was it. Then we made some food, like really cheap food, like threw cans in a pot type food, made cornbread. And it was good enough. But that was it. That was our day. And it was kind of like, I think I have such high hopes for Christmas season. I'm like, ooh, every day we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And, and I think that comes from, I don't know where that comes from, but it's like, you want to get the most out of Christmas you possibly can. And I think that comes, I think part of, what, honey? Okay. You want to come up here? Okay. I think part of that comes from, my brothers were kind of like that too. My mom loved the holidays and, up to a point. And then she just decided it was too much work because it was her birthday on Christmas Day. That's why they called her Gloria, because she was born the day of Jesus. And how are you? So like our, Christmas was always pretty cool, but they didn't do like a lot of different things. But for some reason, for us, it's kind of like, oh, we should do this and we should do that. But my mom she would set up her nativity, and she wouldn't set it up like a normal nativity. She would take, her nativity was hand painted. The ones that we have are all hand painted ceramic nativity sets. And so there's 3 sets, and all 3 children have their set. And she would like go get rocks and stuff from outside, and she would take like a corner of the house, so like you could not use that door. I remember the one time that she used the door to the area to the back porch, and I was like, wow, we could not use that door. And it was like, that was crazy. So she used that corner, and she like would put rocks and bricks and whatever, and then she would take brown paper sacks and all kinds, and then she would like paint them and spray snow on them. She'd paint like gold, in different areas, and then she would put snow on them, and it was just, she would get like bring branches in, and so like Jesus was born on a mountain in a manger. Like it's like a mountain. They had to get on a goat and climb the rocks to get up to Jesus. Like, I'm not sure Jesus was born on a mountain, but it was really pretty, and she worked really hard on it all the time. And then, of course, Dad would do the traditional, I'm going to start the fireplace, and Mom would scream at him because she hated having to clean the fireplace. And then, of course, there were the times where he'd start the fireplace and then he'd go out in the shop in his garage and he'd turn his fan on and it would suck all the smoke into the house. Oh my God, he did that at least once a year. And she would, oh, we would just like sit on the couch. I mean, I would, my brothers were probably gone by then. I would just like sit on the couch and just kind of go, just gonna pretend I'm part of the wall, because they were just, she's screaming at him. He's like, shut up, woman. Their versions of, I don't know. They were always like, I don't know. Anyway, it was interesting. It was interesting living. I was so used to it. My husband would be like, and it'd be like, yeah, they do it all the time. Not a problem. Don't worry about it. But goodness, every time he turned that fan on and she'd go, Jerry! And he would be like, damn it. He'd shut it off and they'd open all the windows and the doors to get the smoke out. So I was always excited, though, to get when he would start the fireplace. I was so excited because we never got to use the fireplace. There was like a season. Sorry. There was a season where they got like this electric fireplace thing, but you had to, like, the whole fireplace was like closed up like a tank or something, and then they'd do the fire in it and then they'd turn on the blower. It's like, and then there was one time when she bought this thing where you could take newspapers and you could roll them into paper logs for the fireplace. And it was nice in theory. Scott and I had the job of making the logs. But, we didn't order the paper, so we'd have to get it from somebody or go collect someone's paper or something like that to make the log. And I don't know. It was nice in theory, but I'm not sure that they always said that fireplace didn't work very well. So I thought it was beautiful. I was so excited. I would sit right next to it because it was so rare that it got lit, because Mom would vacuum it out and pressure wash the thing, make sure it was all nice and Snow White, paint Snow White bricks or something. Like it's a fireplace. It's supposed to, mine has ash in it 24/7 all year long, even in the summertime. It's just that's gonna be. Yeah, because I love my wood stove. I love it. I love to use it, and I don't necessarily like to clean it, but it's not like it doesn't bother me that it's dirty. It doesn't like eat away at my brain that it's dirty. And so my mom, she would make these gorgeous Christmas trees, and Scott was telling the story about how we had to put the tinsel on one tinsel strand at a time and make sure they were all straight, perfectly straight. And she would yell at us if we didn't do it right. And then of course, somebody opened a door and they all just like, don't walk too close to the tree. They all get tangled. Sheepy's in there going like this, straighten all the tinsel. I swear she spent half of Christmas straightening tinsel on that tree. Every year. And rearranging ornaments. Like, she wouldn't just put the ornaments on the tree, leave them on the tree. She'd put the ornaments on the tree, and all year long, just like the Santa that she always had to rearrange, all Christmas long, she would rearrange ornaments. Oh, I think it'd be better here. Which is funny because I think I probably do the same thing. But I have tinsel on my tree, and it doesn't. I have tinsel on my tree now. I have dust on my tree now because the tree's been up for a year and a month. And my tinsel is not on one piece at a time, although I did do it that way initially when we first. because that was how we were told to do it. So you do it the way you were raised. And so that's the worst day was always the light day, putting the lights on the tree. And you have to use these ancient lights that have been used for 27 years. And they had those little plastic little things on them to make them weird. And they'd all get, wind them in a ball, and you'd have to untwist it, and then you'd have to lay it all along the house, down the hallway and everything, to try to check every single light to figure out which one is causing the problem. And oh my God, it was such a nice nightmare. It was just a horrible nightmare. And so, but that's what we did. That was tradition. And so we'd get that up. And there was one year that she let me make Rice Krispie treats. Stop it! She let me make the Rice Krispie treats, and I cooked them too long. And so they were like, gong, 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 gong. I mean, they were like so hard. You're just like breaking teeth to eat them. So nobody ate them. And I was like, I was really young. No, they're good. They're good. They're just like eating rock candy. Anyway, so that was hilarious. But I would like lay under the tree and look up, and that was my thing every year. I would lay down on the ground under the tree and look up. I did that from when I was tiny, when she used to keep the tree in the front room. I always did that. And I just always thought that was cool, to lay under the tree and look up. Evidently I wouldn't be able to fit under the tree now. But I know everybody has like really cool traditions and stuff for Christmas. And I am just talking about Christmas and Christmas traditions. And yeah, you doing okay? Everybody's getting old here. Anyway, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do today. Drink my tea. I have my pretty little cup. Isn't that a pretty color? I wish I had a car that color. That would cost a lot. It's like a metallic pink. Anyway, I'm probably going to try to clean up as much as I can. Just try to organize the house. Got some things I haven't even started wrapping or anything. I wanted to send cards out. I had all these ideas of things to do. I didn't get to do any of them. But oh well. That's life. And so yeah, so we only have 17. We only have like a little less than a week. It's gonna be Christmas. So I'll have one child I won't have here, but he's off serving our country, so I'm very proud of him. And the other ones, we'll have fun, and then we'll go to my brother. I think one of my brothers is traveling on Christmas, so I'll get to see my older brother's family, and all of his kids and the babies and all that stuff, because they're all of the baby making ages and family ages and stuff. My kids are not there yet, and so they've got all these beautiful grandbabies that I get to look at and get my baby fix. Like I need a baby fix, right? Yeah. You're a sweet boy. You're a sweet boy. Okay, well, 24 minutes that you get. I don't have anything else to talk about, so 24 minutes you just can't get back. But you get to see Greta and tell Greta good morning. You say good morning? Do you see yourself? Look. He won't. Look. Oh, for about, a second? Okay. So I'm going to get my day started. And you guys have an awesome day. Do something fun. Even if you have to work all day long and everything else, do something fun. Anything. Even if it's just eggnog and ice cream and sitting by a fire or something. It's going to be cold. It's supposed to freeze this evening. For supposed to, yeah, supposed to freeze. Supposed to get down to 20s. So, and we are in Texas. So, what? Center heart of Texas. So, yeah, it's a good night to sit by the fire, but make sure you've got all your plants covered and chickens covered and all that kind of stuff, because sometimes the chickens can die from the cold. So keep them at least blocked, wind blocked, and do something fun. Seriously, do something fun. There's the Christmas. I'm sorry, I keep shaking the table. There's the Christmas lighting, not Christmas. That Santa's Ranch that you can go to. It's really cool. They say it takes like 45 minutes to go through it. And there's all kinds of like neat things now, different things. So that's kind of neat to do with, carload of people and kids. That's fun. We used to do that. Of course, now you can get out of the car and do some different things, I think. But we used to do that when the kids were little. It was tradition to put your pajamas on, grab your favorite quilt and pillow, load up in the car, and then I would have everybody would have I think we did like apple cider, something that they would. I don't know. I tried to do something so that then we would drive through it and they'd all be like all cuddled up in the car and stuff. So that's always a neat tradition. So yeah, do something fun and let me know what your favorite traditions are. I love traditions. I do. I love fun stuff that, I've got to get some crackers. I need to go to the dollar store. I've got to get some crackers, and we do those Christmas crackers where you pop them and then it has like a crown and stuff. Taylor started that one, so I've got to get those. We do white elephant gifts, but everything has to come from the dollar store. Or has to be a $1 gift. Can't spend very much money on but I usually just buy all of them. And like I buy we've got maybe if we've got 5 people, I'll buy 10 of them and then wrap them all up, and then everybody will pick. I have Greta hair on my face. Okay. Anyway, and yeah, so I would wrap those up, and we play White Elephant and trade the gifts and stuff, and it's always fun. It's and you always put some embarrassing things in there, like an enema or something like that. So that's always fun. We do that on Christmas Eve, and then everybody gets to unwrap their pajama gift Christmas Eve. So everybody gets their pajamas, and then we do the White Elephant and have some snacks and stuff, and like eggnog and ice cream and whatever. Usually play games or watch a Christmas movie. Usually it's Christmas Vacation or something. Christmas. What is that one? What is the National Lampoon's Christmas? Whatever. And usually it's that or something like The Grinch or something like that. So we'll watch that, and then we'll, I'll leave. And then the next morning it's like Christmas at the house the morning, and then we go to my brother's house at 3 or something like that, or 1 or something. I don't know. And so yeah, so that's our Christmas. That's some of our Christmas traditions. So let us know. Let me know what some of yours are. I think that's fun. It's kind of neat to add some. And I know we did the Elf on a Shelf one year, and that was that was fun, but there's nobody here. Like, well, I mean, yes, there are people here, but they don't play along. So, like, I would put Elf on the Shelf in a different place. They didn't even notice where it was. So I was like, man. And, I have to, like, put it, like, and then they were just like, so, anyway, but that's it. That's all I've got for today. So that's like 30 minutes and 27 seconds that you can never get back again. So I hope you at least got to laugh once. So other than that, that's it. And hopefully I'll be less sniffly tomorrow if I make a video tomorrow. And you guys have an awesome day.